Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing another action figure review to you, and this is a figure that I'm very excited about. Um, I am a huge Ghost Rider fan. I'm a big Ghost Rider fan, and this is this is celebrating 85 years of Marvel. Um, and Marvel Legends. And well, it's not 85 years of Marvel Legends, but it's 85 years of Marvel. So this is the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. I already have Johnny Blaze. This is the Danny Ketch version, and I'm a fan of both. I am definitely a fan of both Ghost Riders, and this figure is really dope. This figure is really awesome. So let's get into the packaging. So right here you see there's Marvel celebrating 85 years, and there is the ages 4 plus. There is the Marvel Legends on the top left corner, Marvel Legends series, and you got the warnings and all that stuff there. You got Ghost Rider on the side. You got Hasbro on the down corner there. You got Marvel Legend, 85 years, like I said. On the top of the packaging, you have Celebrating Marvel 85 years. That's awesome. On the back of the packaging, you see Danny Ketch on his bike, on his motor wheels. You also see on the side there the motorcycle. Oh, and also it has Marvel Legends on the top left corner of that side as well. And yeah, you see Danny Ketch's bike, and you see how you can use the peg to peg it in at the bottom. You see his accessories. The flame accessory is really awesome, and a very nice picture of him in the action figure. You also see him. You see the motorcycle there popping a wheelie, which I'm going to display that as well. And so it reads, when Danny Ketch crosses paths with a cursed motorcycle, he is transformed into the spirit of vengeance, wielding supernatural powers as Ghost Rider. Yes, which is very true. That is what separates. That's my daughter in the background. Excuse me for that, guys. Yeah, she's 6 years old, and she's playing around and stuff. So, but anyway, yeah. So again, back into the review. So Danny Ketch, he got in contact with a mysterious motorcycle that had a medallion on it, and he touched it and he transformed into the Ghost Rider. That's how Danny Ketch became the Ghost Rider. Johnny Blaze, on the other hand, he got cursed with the powers of the Ghost Rider because he sold his soul to save his father, and that's how he became the Ghost Rider. So this is awesome packaging, but this is a review, and of course I can't wait to break him out of the packaging. I'm so excited for this figure. So let's get into it. Let's get Danny Ketch Ghost Rider out of the packaging. Let's do it. And just to show you guys real quick, this is the Marvel display that comes inside of the packaging. So that's really cool. You get like different symbols of the heroes, and that's really cool as well. Hey, what's up, you guys? So, Ghost Rider out of the packaging, and I am satisfied. I'm happy. Now, let's get the first elephant in the room out of the way. A lot of people are complaining, which I'm going to show in size comparisons because I do have Johnny Blaze. People complaining that this Danny Ketch Ghost Rider is too small, which I don't have an issue with. I actually like that. I like that there's different size, that there's a different size and scale to both Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze. I actually like that. So I don't have an issue with that at all. So let's get into the bike. So the bike is awesome. There's a lot of flat black paint. So not too much to speak of. There's like a little screw right there, which is awesome. I mean, it's not a real screw. I mean, there are real screws inside this bike, but like this is like a like what they did like for design. And you get the handlebars there. You also get that medallion that I was talking about. This is what helps him transform into Ghost Rider. You also get the his gauge, so you can see like what speed and things that he's going. You also get the gas. Uh, you also get the gas as well, which is really awesome. You get his seat right here. That looks really cool. You also get the flame wheels, and yes, the wheels do spin, so you get the flame wheels. You also get that little silver part there, a little silver part there at the bottom. You also get you get a little bit of metallic in there inside the bike. That's really awesome and cool as well. And so the front of the bike, so a lot of people are complaining, which I agree, they should have sculpted like a translucent orange and yellow in the eyes. That would have been great. That would have been perfect. Actually, I would have preferred that. But as it is, it's fine as it is. Um, you get like the little dents and nicks and battle damage with his motorcycle, because Danny Ketch does use this like to ram like into other vehicles or whatever. So like you get like a lot of like damage and nicks and you know dings and things in there. So that's really appreciated. I really like that a lot. Here's the front of the wheel. It also spins. You get more little metallic uh, design there for the bike, and the bike looks really cool. There's no peg. Now you can choose where you want to put the peg, so you could take this out and you can pop it in here, I believe. Or no, it's actually up here, and you can put the peg up there as well, so you can do that. I don't know which I would prefer. To be honest, I probably prefer it up here, if I'm being honest. So I'm probably going to leave it up here. It looks like something else is supposed to go right here, but unless I'm missing accessories. Uh, but yeah, so that's pretty much the bike. You got a little bit more metallic going in there, little more design there. Really cool, really awesome. So the bike is really cool, and it is accurate to Danny Ketch, the Ghost Rider himself. It's very accurate. Now let's get into Danny Ketch himself, which I will get ready to do as soon as I fix my camera. All right, so now that I modified my camera, now let's get into Danny Ketch, the Ghost Rider himself. I love the head sculpt. I don't know if you guys can pick it up on my camera. I apologize, but the eyes, the penance there. I'm trying to get as close as possible. The penance there, you can see it. You can see it, and that is awesome. I love that. I love that you can see the penance there in his eyes. That is fantastic. I love that. I do love his jawline. I love the paint. He looks great. I love the paint and the sculpt of the skull. I love the choice of color that they used for the skull, and his mouth is articulated like the Johnny Blaze figure. You can articulate his mouth, and you can close it. So you can close it. You can articulate it, which is really cool. I love that. And the hair is the same, which I will compare with the Johnny Blaze figure. The flame hair. The flame hair is the same. And his jacket is really awesome. This is what separates him from Johnny. Which the comics have been changing that. They've been giving Johnny like the spikes and in his jacket and everything. And I'm like, at first I didn't realize. At first I thought that was a Johnny Blaze thing, but no, it's not. That's a Danny Ketch thing. Johnny Blaze does not have the spikes and all this in his outfit. No, Johnny Blaze does not have that. Danny Ketch does, and when I bring in my Johnny Blaze figure, you will see for yourself. So anyway, back to it. So you get the flame effects down his neck. That's also really awesome, really cool. I mean, the Ghost Rider is just a cool design, really awesome. So then again, you get the spikes here in his jacket on both sides. You also get his chain, which is a separate piece. You get his little spike belt, which is really cool, and a little chain hanging from it as well. Um, I mean, Danny Ketch's design, to be honest, it's cooler than Johnny Blaze's. Now, my preferred Ghost Rider is Johnny Blaze, but you can't deny how cool Danny Ketch is, especially aesthetically. Like, he looks awesome. Yeah, so the spike belt. He also has the pockets on his pants. And X Manny 87, I believe, the famous toy YouTuber, he pointed this out. I would have never knew this until I watched his review. In his pocket, you could see a wallet print. So Danny Ketch has a wallet in his pants. That, I mean, Marvel Legends did not have to add that, but the fact that they did, that is awesome. You get brownie points for that. I love that. I love the fact that they added that. So he has the wallet there in his pocket in his pants. The pants are pretty normal, pretty standard, pretty much flat paint. Not really much to it. It's just flat gray pants, but that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. He also has his spike gauntlets. He has his gloves, and one of his gloves has spikes on it, and I do like that. Great attention to detail. No spike on the glove there, but there is spike here on his other glove. He got the spike gauntlets, like I said. He has the pants, the gray pants. He has a little bit of wrinkles in the pants. I like that. He has the spikes on one of his boots, and on the other boot he does not. Like I said, great attention to detail. I love that. The sculpting of his boots and the paint of his boots is really good. I like that as well. And of course, he has his famous chain. He has the famous Ghost Rider flame chain, and you can get him to hold it in whichever hand you want. It is soft plastic. It's, I wouldn't bend it because this sucker will break, and I should know, because with my Johnny Blaze figure, this thing has torn on me multiple times, and I had to like reglue it several times. So just keep that in mind. Try not to bend this too much. And so yeah, so that is Danny Ketch, the Ghost Rider himself. So I am going to put Danny Ketch on his famous bike, and we're going to get a further look at, well, actually, before I do that, let's get a look at the flame accessories. So these are his flame accessories for his wheels. Translucent, as you can see. So is the other one, same thing as well. And also, this is the Pop Willie part, which I'm gonna do that, and it is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna love doing that. And yeah, and also he gets an alternate fisted hand. So I have the choice of giving Danny a fisted hand. And that's pretty much it for accessories. So anyway, let's get into Danny being on his bike. Okay, so Danny being on his bike, he looks awesome. So like I said, I set the peg down there where his feet could touch down there, so he could sit like that. So you can really get some cool poses of Danny being on his bike. He looks really awesome. He looks really good. And I love it. So I'm going to add him with the accessories so you can get a look at that and see how Danny Ketch looks on his bike with the accessories. So let's do it. So as you can see, Danny Ketch doing his Pop Willie, and the flame effects are there, and it is really awesome. This is a really awesome accessory. So I absolutely love that. And so getting a closer look at Johnny, with him doing his Pop Willie with the flames, and he looks really awesome. This figure is just outstanding. So let's get a look at the brothers. Let's get a look at both Johnny Blaze and Danny Ketch together for size comparisons. Yeah, so what everybody has an issue with is that Danny Ketch is smaller than Johnny Blaze. But like I said, that doesn't bother me. Like I said, I actually like it. I like the fact that one Ghost Rider looks different than the other. I mean, not just aesthetically, but body wise, height wise. I like that. I'm definitely all for it. So I think that's really awesome. You can see both of the brothers, and they both look awesome together. It doesn't matter if Johnny is bigger than Danny. I know that people are saying like, Danny catches 5'10" when he's in his human form, but when he's in Ghost Rider form, he's 6'2", and him and Johnny they're both supposed to be the same height, and I'm like, dude, is it really that important? Is it really like? Because I don't see it being that important. I think they both look awesome together, and yeah, and this is just awesome. This is just awesome. So let's look at the bikes compared together. And so you see both of the bikes together, and both of the bikes look awesome together. Both of the bikes look awesome. So yeah, so I'm in Ghost Rider heaven right now. So this is really awesome. Both Johnny Blaze and Danny Ketch. And so you see both the brothers together, both Johnny and Danny in their Ghost Rider form, and you see them both in their human form, which these are two custom heads that I brought off eBay. Well, I've had my Johnny Blaze one for a long time, so I brought that off eBay a long time ago because I've had this Johnny Blaze figure for a long time. But yeah, so this is really awesome. This is really dope. You know, you can kit bash these heads, if you get the right ones. I like the ones that I have, so this is really awesome that, because Marvel Legends did not give us an alternate Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze head. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make do and get my own, and I did. So these are my custom kit bash heads for Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze, which is awesome. I love it. And here the brothers are together, riding off in the sunset, or I guess you could say riding off into the night. Both Ghost Riders, Danny Ketch, and Johnny Blaze. All right, let's get into final thoughts. Yeah, so my final thoughts on this Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. I'm gonna give him a very solid 9 out of 10. I was gonna go with an 8.5, but I kicked it up a bit of a notch because the accessories are awesome. The figure itself is awesome, even with the lack of paint. But they did add minor details in there that does give it some brownie points, like the nicks and the dents on his barricade front of his motorcycle. The flame effects are awesome. The fact that you can get him to do this pop wheelie with the flame effects. The figure itself is awesome, and like I said before, I actually do like the fact that he's smaller than Johnny Blaze. A lot of people have an issue with that. I don't. And the sculpting on him is really good. So yeah, I'm enjoying this figure a lot. The more I mess around with him and play with him, the more I'm posing him around, the more I'm enjoying him. And yeah, so this figure gets a very high 9 out of 10. So this has been my review, guys, of the Marvel Legends 85, celebrating 85 years of the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. So that's my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, found it informative. Like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, see ya. Sorry, all out of mercy. If you guys get that reference, y'all know what I'm talking about.